Okay, on the play with Selesnya Blink. Ooh. I guess we'll keep it. Not the fastest of hands, but we do have a counter Yorion game here. Gonna need all the card advantage I can get, presumably. Start with the Trail of Crumbs, so my opponent played a Castle Vantress. So I'm not sure what brand of Yorion they're playing, but I'm sure we'll quickly find out. Okay. They have Forest. Suppose we'll play another Trail of Crumbs. Just try to get maximum value. Pass the turn. Opponent plays Omen of the Sea. Okay. So it could be the Blink variant, it could be the Doom variant. They bottom 2 cards with their scrying. That's nice. You always love to see that. Opponent plays a Swamp. Pass the turn. Play Branchloft as a white source, and suppose we'll pass the turn as well. Just be cracking some food. Opponent flashes in Omen of the Sun. Go for it. Doom Foretold would be rough here. Okay, so they hit me for 2. I'm down to 18. They play Castle Ardenvale. They play Doom Foretold. Sure, I guess we'll just crack some food now. Landwar Visionary seems decent. Another one also seems good. Sack a Trail of Crumbs, play a Visionary. Or, that looks even better. So we'll Skyclave Apparition, their Doom Foretold, pass the turn. They missed a land drop. No, they didn't. I went first. They've just been doing a lot. They've just been, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so they play their 5th land. Haven't missed any land drops yet. Arcana Sun's Grace, sure. That looks good. Play ECD. Get rid of that Arcana. Pass the turn. So at this point, my opponent's graveyard is empty. They have a couple of permanents they can blink with Yorion, but it's the commander, so unless they have another copy in hand, they can't do it this turn. Next turn I can start blinking a bunch of stuff. Just start making sure they have no blink targets, right? Okay, they have another Yorion, so they do some blinking. Sure. Can't stop that. But we can make it more expensive next turn for them to do anything. Okay, let's see what they do with this scrying here. They are putting 2 top. That's a bit worrying. So we could play Kogla, have it fight Yorion. Or we could just do a big blink. I think the best bet is the big blink. I guess we'll play down a Marius Call. Want more mana so we can keep getting advantage out of the food. Okay, for the ECD, we're going to get rid of Yorion. For the Skyclave Apparition, we can get rid of the Omen of the Sea. Make a food token. play Crack a Fabled Passage. Grabbing an island. So now they have 2 blue. If that's relevant. I'm sure we'll find out. Play Maze Mind Tome. For 4 mana. Yeah, it's a pricey one. So we'll play down Kogla. Have it fight their 4/4. Swing in with Yorion. A board wipe would be bad here, but we do get back Yorion or Kogla with that ECD. And it's going to cost them most of their mana if they were to do that, because it's going to be still 2 more. So if I have like a either Extinction Event or Shadow of the Sky, it's going to be 6. So Kogla needs humans, and unfortunately I only have elves in my hand, so I can't do the flickering there by, you know, bouncing a noble prince or whatever, the 2/2 blink creature, the one with the mountain of abilities. Okay, so my opponent plays Emeria tapped. Are they going to get Yorion into their hand? They do not. So they don't put Yorion into their hand, so are they going to make a shark? They have counter magic. So we could play Emeria's Call, just swing in, take down their tome, make myself invulnerable. Or we could play Wicked Wolf. I mean, I think they might have a shark, and if they do have a shark, I can't really do anything about it, so I think we'll just play Emeria's Call. I don't think we'll have counter magic, but we'll see. Okay, yep, resolves. So now we'll swing. So we'll destroy their Maze Mind Tome. Okay, yep, they had a trick. They jump Kogla. Go to 16. So they only have a Maze Mind Tome in the graveyard, so all this exiling and Skyclave Apparitioning has been really effective at depleting them of Dance to the Manse resources, so that's something I don't really have to worry about, right? Because they can pay 6 to get 1 thing back. They can start sacking these Omen of the Suns, though, to get them into the graveyard for future targets. So that is something I have to be aware about, you know, if they start doing that. Okay, so they play another Yorion, so they're going to get a bunch more soldiers. They play Doom Foretold. The question is, what do we want to sacrifice? I think we sacrifice the Apparition. We get a 2/2, but you know, as long as we can swing with Kogla, okay, we can be good. So they do have a Doom Foretold, they have 2 permanents, 2 cards in hand. If I swing with Kogla, I can get rid of the Doom Foretold. It doesn't seem like a terrible plan. We'll flicker Yorion. Swing with Kogla. Destroy Doom. So we'll pay 2. Bounce Charming Prince, not Noble Prince. Okay. Bounce into my hand. Let's play out a Visionary. Draw a card. Do some blinking. Kill their Yorion. Okay, how many Yorions have I dealt with? Only one. Only one board, one in the companion zone. Excuse me. But they do grab Birth of Elitist. They've got another planes. They have an Omen of the Sun, so we have perfect information now. We know what they have. They can continue to make dweebs, but we're going to be getting a whole bunch of action here. Koglik can fight their Yorion, kill it, so we'll be able to swing for 12 in the air next turn. Drawing cards. Yeah, this is I think a good matchup. Just having so much exile of my own is really tough for decks that care about blinking things. Don't want to do anything pre-combat. I guess let's play a Glass Casket. Start destroying more of their enchantments. Okay, they sacrifice it to do some scrying, sure. One top, one bottom. Okay. They go to 10. We'll play Charming Prince. On Yorion. Do some flickering. Flickering the Glass Casket to get rid of their final soldier. Treacherous Blessing to draw 3. They still have 7 mana open, so still a lot they can do. ECD, sure, on to Yorion, but they don't know we have another Yorion back up. Okay, they get Yorion to their hands. Well, my permanents return. Okay, and they can see. Alright, so we know what we're up against. We know what we're going to have to bring in. So I don't think the Glass Caskets are going to be useful here. Heliod's Intervention I think will be. ECD probably as well. Now, do I want to bring in Scoozes? Potentially. Wicked Wolves, maybe, or rather, Scoozes in place of Wicked Wolves. They might side in board wipes, and if so, Wicked Wolf is still going to be useful. It's not going to be, you know, trash card by any measure, so I think we'll try that. Maybe I should be considering Vivian as well, just to, again, make permanents that they have trouble interacting with in their 3/3 tokens. But the fact that it's a 5 mana permanent of it on its own, right? It can be targeted by ECD, I have to sacrifice it to Doom Foretold, so I'm not sure really in the camp of siding in Vivian here. And I'm not sure when I would want to side in Vivian, maybe against like the Dimir control deck, or yeah, I'm not sure exactly what else. Alright, so I'm sure I'll be on the draw this time. Okay, this looks decent enough. Opponent starts with the Temple of Silence. Where are they going to scry? One bottom. Looks good to me. Play Temple of Plenty. Looks okay. At least it's the T2 play. We can do some scrying. Opponent plays Agonizing Remorse. Okay, they get to exile something. Probably either... Maybe just Yorion. Maybe they'll just get rid of it. Like, I don't think they'll be afraid of the Great Henge because, you know, it's expensive and I'd have to sacrifice it to Doom Foretold. So, yep. They take down the Yorion. Play Charming Prince. Do some scrying. Try to get a good lineup coming as well. So I have... This doesn't look too bad. Because I'm going to have enough mana to play ECD theoretically next turn if I want to. Okay, so play Forest, we'll go to combat, we'll swing 2. Play Llanowar Visionary, pass the turn. Play a tap land, okay. Temple of Enlightenment, put 1 on bottom. So they're digging. Play Treacherous Blessing, okay. We'll bolt in Emeria. Do I want to play anything on 5? I don't know that I do. So I guess we'll just play a Goose and swing for 4. Just get a bunch of permanents out there. I'm curious to see how many board wipes they're going to have sided in. I know some of the lists I've seen have 2 to 3 in their sideboard, and I mean this has a lot of creatures, but at the same time, some of them had indestructible, right? Kogla, the wolves. So maybe they'll just play a board wipe if they have one, and they did just draw 3, so that would be more evidence to them having a lot of options, or you know, a flood of possibilities to orchestrate right now, to execute. It's a little scary, but we did win game 1, so not in a terrible spot. Still up a game. Okay, opponent plays Archon of the Sun. Sure. Looks good to me. Play a tap land. Fine. I'm on bottom. And no food to make because that Gilded Goose has Summoning Sickness. Ooh, now this looks spicy indeed. Drawing that Yorion. So we'll play ECD, get rid of their Archon, prepare for a bad follow-up turn with a blink. So we can blink ECD. If they play, you know, an ECD of their own, we'll be fine. If they play Doom Foretold, we'll be fine. Get a lot of value and start the loop of Charming Prince. Okay, opponent plays Agonizing Remorse. Probably grab the Yorion, I have to imagine. They're getting pretty low though. They're already at 9 life. They're taking a damage every time they play a spell. They target, okay, interesting. Skyclave Apparition. Maybe they're gonna board wipe or something? No. That's kind of wild. They must... What are they... Why would they take Skyclave Apparition? I guess we'll just swing. Swing forward. Play Yorion. Blink these. I think I don't want to actually blink the ECD because it's killing them just having to take all that damage from their spells. It's not an optional, right? It just has to target target of a spell or ability. So I think we'll just do this. Try to box my opponent in. so they make a wall. If they play a spell, though, they're going to go to 2 life. And I'll be able to swing in, unless they kill one of the Charming Princes or something. Okay, they play Dream Trawler. So, alright, they're going to gain some life off the Dream Trawler. We need a way to tap it, but I can't think of anything. With my current board, so we'll just play the Great Henge. Play Goose. Target their Dreamcrawler, make them have to discard a card to keep it up. Discard Mystical Dispute. Interesting choice here. Okay, but we draw a bunch of cards. 5 cards in hand. They're gonna gain some life though. Up to 4. Opponent plays an ECD of their own. Going to 3. Targeting Yorion, I'm sure, yep. They swing, draw a card. Okay. So the counter is going to be more expensive next turn, so they'll basically be precluded from countering anything. Yep, so they just pop Yori into their hand. Okay. So we have an ECD on board. No creatures in bins, so we can't pump anything. We can swing and get 5 damage in, so they'll be at 3. Then we can blink my board and have fun. Yeah, I don't think there's any reason I would wait on attacking. I'm not going to be buffing any power on anything right now. Get my 1 to 3. So we could play a Marius Call. That'd be interesting too. Because if they play Yori next turn, they're going to have blockers though. So having 2 4/4 Angels would be enough to stop Dream Trawler from attacking probably, but not enough to win. So I think we'll just continue with the value play. I guess first though well, actually, that's not going to leave me enough mana, so can't Visionary first and then play Yorion to get even more cards. Play a Forest. I guess we'll play a Visionary. Oh, that's disgusting. Oh my god. I want the Yorion up here so I can block their Dream Trawler. Okay, discarding after getting that glut of card draw. Opponent still 3 life, so any spell they cast is going to cost them. They play Yorion. Yep, taking 1 damage. Blinking Treacherous Blessing. They swing in with Dream Trawler. Don't think there's anything I have to be too worried about here. Okay, and they concede, and we get their defeat. The Esper Doom Yorion style. Okay, we're on the draw again. We have Gilded Goose and 2 Yorions. This is a tough one. Gilded Goose T1 is good, but I'm not really doing anything with it. I think we try to mulligan. Not that much better. I think I guess we'll bottom Great Henge. Play a Forest. Okay, opponent played a Zygoth Triome, probably Dimir Control, or Rogues. I'll have to find out. Kogla. Pass the turn. See if my opponent flashes anything in. They don't. So what could they have done there? Maybe they had a Shark Typhoon. Play a Branch Law Pathway. Pull Lenore Visionary. See if my opponent wants to counter. Thinking about it. They don't let resolve. Okay, so we'll draw a card. Get a next land drop. Nice. Opponent doesn't do anything. So I think this is almost definitely Dimir Control as opposed to Dimir Rogue. So they might have some Shark Typhoons. They play Maze Mind Tome though. Sure. Play a Temple of Plenty. I don't think ECD is going to be good here. Go to combat, swing 2. Play Gilded Goose. That's the turn. Opponent draws a card off their Maze Mind Tome. They tap 2. Okay, they draw with Maze Mind Tome main phase, so they must be digging for a land. Seems like they found one. Alright, so play Forest. They have 3 mana up, so they're probably going to counter whatever I play. So I guess we'll just try to swing 2 first. Just try Yorion. Go, okay, Essence Scatter. 1 Yorion down, but we were expecting it. We have backup. Yorion's ready. Okay, they cling to death their own spell. Draw a card. Sure. They play a pathway and pass the turn. Swinging with Visionary again. Play out Kogla, I guess. Again, probably gonna get countered. Draws a card with Maze Mind Tome. So I think in this matchup, we're definitely going to want things that generate value. So we're going to want the Trail of Crumbs. We're going to want more Vivian. This might be, I guess, the matchup for Vivian. Scavenging Ooze I don't think is going to be too helpful. I don't really care about their enchantments. It seems like they don't have all that many. Gonna bet that they don't have a second Terraria Disruption. Okay, they draw a card with Maze Mind Tome. Getting rid of it. Gaining some life though. Trying to find maybe a counter or something. They're eyeing their Cling. They don't have enough to escape it though. I'll play Neutralize. Okay. They play a Temple of Deceit. Scry one top. Play another Maze Mind Tome. Okay. Play a Plains. Go to combat. Swing 2. Try Yorion. They have to run out of counter spells eventually, right? Okay, they eliminate my Visionary. So we'll blink to go with Goose. They draw a card up their Maze Mind Tome. Okay. Back to Goose. So next turn we can try to Marius Call. Opponent clings to dust one of their own cards again. Play Crawling Barrens. Play Ashiok. Okay. Okay, bounce Ashiok. Okay, we'll get rid of the Glass Casket. Draw a Pathway. We'll just play some Angels out. Okay, they have another Neutralize, of course. Yeah, like this game I've just been, outgrinded. I didn't get much card draw. How little sources I did have dealt with, they killed my Visionary. So I really got to prioritize finding hands with Trail of Crumbs, or maybe Vivian in the future in the next game, or the Great Henge, right? Just ways that I can help manage all these one-for-ones my opponent's doing, and then on top of that they're just doing card draw. Opponent plays Gadwick for 3, that's not good. Try it again. If this gets countered. Okay, it doesn't get countered this time. So, not conceding yet. Okay. crack a Fable Passage. Maybe they're gonna escape their Cling to Dust. Hit one of their own. Oh, no, they could play Eliminate. Draw a card with Maze Mind Tome. Okay, let's just go to game 2. Okay, so we can take out the glass caskets. We can put in some Vivians. So I'm thinking about setting in either Chain Web or Scavenging Ooze. Chain Web is at least something I can continue to do if they keep destroying all my stuff. But at the same time, it's kind of bad against a creatureless deck. It ends up just being a 5 mana 4/5 that you get to play every couple turns, and if that's happening, you're really getting wrecked because we don't want to be putting all that many cards in our graveyard. So don't know that I want any of that there. Sorcerer's Spyglass could be interesting too. It could help me deal with Ashiok or stop them from cycling sharks, because that's a fun thing you can do. You can stop the trigger there. Yeah, I don't know. I think this is just a tough matchup. Yeah, we just gotta hope, like I said, we find Trail of Crumbs, we find a Great Henge, we find a Vivian, just to splat out some value and just make it so they can't counter everything I play. Alright, we'll keep 7 here. We have Trail of Crumbs, just like I wanted. Opponent mulligans 1, that's good too. So next turn we'll Trail of Crumbs, and if they don't have an untapped land, so they can't Blood Chief's Thirst, that's good. They'll just be able to crack food for a card, which is nice. They keep one on top of the Scry, a little worrying, but we'll see if it matters moving forward. We'll just pass the turn. Opponent plays an island. Seems like they're thinking about killing the Goose. They were eyeing it. Maybe they're going to eliminate. Nope, they'll play Maze Mind Tome. Okay. A little crack of food. Get that advantage, get that card advantage from that trail. Skyclave Apparition looks nice. Where did that Maze Mind Tome? We get another one even. Look at that. Opponent scries one with their tome. One on bottom. We'll get rid of it. No value for you, opponent. Stay miserable like me. Last game. And next turn we can, even if they play a second one, we can do a big blink with Yorion. Looks like they're eyeing the apparition. Really gonna try to kill it this time? Eliminate something? Okay. Okay, yeah. Go for it, opponent, go for it. Okay. So I could just play one apparition on it, or I can blink the one I have. Things I have to be careful about are extinction events, but either playing Yorion or playing the apparition, I'm going to kind of get blown out by that. So I think we'll just keep one in my hand, one apparition. Swing for 2. Bolt in a Marius Call. Do a big Yorion blink. Now this is what the deck needs to be doing against control-y decks. We just gotta get our engine going. Gotta just start outvaluing them, start exiling their stuff, Start generating massive card advantage, you know. Making food, having a good time. That's what it's all about. That's what Selesnya food is all about. And they keep one on top with their scry, okay. Good to know, good to be aware of, as we exile their second Maze Mind Tome. Only 2 more to go, and we'll have won the game. Yep, okay, there's Extinction Event. Okay, so we get an ECD. Also have Gilded Goose though, we'll play that first, pass the turn. On my opponent's turn, we can crack and do the scrying, or the card draw effect. Opponent swinging for 4. Sure, come on in, opponent. Crack a food. Pay 1 to get the advantage out of it. Wicked Wolf, kind of nice actually right now. Okay, we do get a second green source, that's nice as well. Play the Wicked Wolf. Fight one of their 2/2s. Opponent plays Essence Scatter, sure. So I guess we'll pass the turn. Put them down to 2 cards though. And they're cracking their Fabled Passage now, so one of these might be a land. They're trying to thin their deck just the, you know, slightest amount. Okay, they play Shark Typhoon, they do some cycling. Block the 1/1 Shark, take 4. Put an eye in their graveyard, eyeing my tokens. We'll crack another food token, get some more cards. Yorion I think is good. Play a Plains. We'll see if Yorion resolves, I guess. Put full control on. You have another Essence Scatter? Sure. Plays Heartless Act. Sack of food, I guess. Draw a card. Vivian or Wicked Wolf? That's a tough call. I guess Vivian, since it makes multiple creatures. I don't have any food right now to protect the wolf. Go down to 5 though. Draw a wolf anyway. So if we play Vivian and they counter my creature, then I'm just dead. That's not good. We could play a Wicked Wolf and fight one of their 2/2s. Oh, it's tough. It's a tough call. at least got them off of lethal, so no necessary need to play an apparition out as another blocker or something. They swing for one in the air. Okay. Play a land. Still 2 cards in hand. Can't play Kogla here. That's tough. I guess we'll try Vivian. Oh, okay, it resolves. That's good. We'll make a creature, give it reach. Pass the turn. Let him draw next turn. Temple of Plenty. Snow to the claw on my way back. Just ever so carefully. Always being mindful of them getting a shark in. Okay, but they kick Bloodchief's Thirst. So that's a shame. We do get a Temple of Plenty, so we can play Kogla in the future. Bottom Branch Loft. Let's play ECD, try to make it more expensive in the future for them to counter my stuff. Or could they just counter it? Okay, they don't counter it though. So that's good. They're gonna have a hard time dealing with that. Especially, you know, now that it's on the board. They play Heartless Act on the Wicked Wolf. Okay. They pass though. Okay. Their spells are more expensive until end of turn. Or until my next turn rather. So we'll just play out Kogla. I'll have it fight the 2/2. Play it safe. We'll pass the turn. They don't seem to have a cycler. A bicyclist. Okay, so we get another Vivian actually. I think the play is Yorion. Get cycle Trail of Crumbs. Swing with Kogla. They block with their shark. Play another Vivian. Gonna make a beast. We'll give it reach, I guess. Another shark defender. Get back my Trail of Crumbs so we get some food and we're drawing land next turn. So probably want to crack the food during my turn. Maybe get something better. My opponent is up to 4 cards though. Okay, they concede. Whew. So we get there. I mean, Sorcerer Spyglass could also be good just to name Maze Mind Tome, right? They seem to have a lot of them. It's something they do a lot with their mana, and it generates them a significant amount of card advantage. So why don't we swap out a Wicked Wolf for a Sorcerer Spyglass? It'll also let me know what they have in their hand, so I can try to better play around it, you know, Essence Scatter versus Neutralize versus all that. So we'll try that twist. I'm still not sure I want to bring the Arachner here. I think we'll try skipping it. Okay, so we're on the play this time. Interesting. Start with the forest, have Charming Prince to do some scrying. I guess they want those extra cards. Makes sense in a kind of grindy match like this. Scry 2. Get rid of the land, take a second Prince. Oh, I hope my opponent plays a Maze Mind Tome. And doesn't kill my Charming Prince, that'd be pretty rude. Okay, the Bloodchief starts the Charming Prince. Sure thing, opponent. I cannot stop you. So we'll play a second one. Do some more scrying. Bottom those two. Don't need more lands at the moment. Go to combat. Swing 2 at my opponent. Do some more scrying. Don't need another Temple of Plenty. Pass the turn. They cling to dust. Their Blood Chief's Thirst, drawing a card. They play a swamp. Tap 1, tap 2. Maze Mind Tome. So they're leaving up Essence Scatter mana. But if they do that, then they can't draw a card with their tome. But okay, it happens. Apparition deploys. They draw a card though. Play Crawling Barrens. Tap 1, 2. Maze My Tome. The second. Okay, so we will swing in. Play another Apparition. Okay, Essence Scatter this one, though. I guess we'll play down the Emeria. They scry one with their tome. Putting one on bottom. They play a Pathway. Pass the turn. So we'll start with the Spyglass. See what they have. Okay, yep, they use the tome first. Smart. Finds them a counter. Okay. So we know they have an Extinction event. They have a Shark Typhoon. They have a Crawling Barrens. So do I pick Maze My Tome, Shark Typhoon, or Crawling Barrens? I'll pick the tome. We know they have one. They destroyed the Apparition. Trade with the 2/2. Play Wicked Wolf. So I mean, maybe we can just batter them down, but they do have a big shark in hand. It's gonna be a 5/5 at this point. Are they gonna play Gadwick? Yep. Draw a whole bunch of cards. I guess we'll see if they want to trade. They probably will. Yep. Nope, they don't. Okay. Play Wicked Wolf, fight, I guess. This is looking lost, I think. Opponent has a full grip. I think even more than that. Yeah, we'll call it. Not valued in this game 3. We tried though. We gave them a run for their money.